Welcome, my friends. Thanks so much for joining me for this replay of my live yoga class, a part of the Vin Yin November series. In today's practice, we'll be working into some twists, helping to cleanse and detoxify your body. So go ahead and like this video, leave your comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Then roll out your mat, and let's get ready to flow. So we can begin our practice just in a nice, easy seat, allowing yourself to get grounded into the present moment. So if it's helpful, you can close your eyes and start to turn your awareness inward. And as you start to tune in, just notice your breathing. Just fine-tuning all of your focus to observing the rhythm and the sensation of your breath. Feeling that flow moving in and out. Notice how it feels to breathe slowly and deeply. It's almost immediate. The feeling of peacefulness and calm that begins to wash over you. Now, keeping your eyes closed, just begin to roll your head around. You can go as slow or as fast as you like. Staying connected to the rhythmic flow of your breath as you slowly incorporate the movement of your head. Exploring the space in your neck and the tops of your shoulders. Inviting more range of motion, more stretch, more openness. And when you're ready, you can begin to reverse direction, just finding that natural flow where the pendulum swings. And you begin to roll your head the other way. Discovering the movement like it's brand new. Moving the second side can be a completely new experience. Just observing what you feel with utmost attention. And slowly begin to resolve the movement and roll your head down to center. Just letting your chin fold down to your chest. Take some breaths here and feel that gentle stretch along the back of your neck. Let your shoulders relax down your back as you stretch your head forward. Then gently circle your hands to the tops of your shoulders. We'll just place your fingertips on your shoulders and begin to gently press down on your shoulders. And slowly roll your head up to center, extending up through the crown of your head. So we're stretching your head up in the opposite direction of your shoulders. So we're kind of creating a deep internal stretch here as you reach up through the crown of your head. Okay, then slowly lower your right ear to your right shoulder, still pressing down through the fingertips. So we're anchoring down through the shoulders as you lean your head to the right. Take a deep breath in, then exhale and roll your chin down to center. Lift your head back up on top. And gently lower your left ear to your left shoulder. Just giving it another little moment here, pressing down through the shoulders, stretch your head to the left, then gently roll your chin down to center, and roll your head back up on top. Then keeping your hands where they are, we're gonna do big circles with the elbows. Yeah, so now we're starting to get some circulation moving into the arms and into the shoulders. Circling the elbows around. Make as big of a circle as you can. Yes, we really reach the elbows up and back. And then we'll reverse direction and see how that feels. Circling the arms the other way. Yeah, take a couple more rounds, getting those big circles. Then circle your arms all the way up. Yeah, interlace your hands above your head. Turn your palms up towards the sky. Stretch the palms of your hands open wide. Lift up out of your waist. Lift up through the crown of your head. And as you exhale, we're going to circle your arms open to the sides. Go ahead and sweep your left hand across to your right knee and let your right fingertips touch down behind you. So we're just starting with a gentle seated twist. Lift up through the crown of your head, feeling spaciousness and extension up through your spine. This creates more space between the vertebrae, allowing you to twist just a tiny bit deeper. So really working that rotation in the spine. Breathing here for 3, 2, and 1. And slowly make your way back to the front and sweep your right hand over to the left knee. So working our way to the second side, you want to lift up through the crown of your head. Grow tall in your spine, feeling length. And that gives you the space to leverage your heart around into a deeper twist. So feel into the tension. It's a healthy tension as the muscles stretch to the edge. And then slowly make your way back around to the front. Just place your hands onto your knees and take a full round of breath. All the way in to the top of the inhale, and all the way out, complete release on the exhale. Good work, guys. Hug your knees in towards your chest, wrap your arms around your shins and give yourself a hug. Tuck your chin down to your chest so you round through the spine, rounding through your back. Breathe into that stretch as you curve your spine forward. All right, then place your feet flat down to the floor and place your hands down to the mat behind you. So you can try turning your fingertips forward towards your hips, or you can open your wrists out to the sides. So find the best placement for your hands and wrists. Then when you're ready, we're going to stand into the strength of your legs. Lift your hips away from the floor, coming to reverse tabletop position. You can gently open your gaze back, opening through the front of your throat. Then we'll exhale and draw your hips back and down, but hover your hips above the floor so we don't quite sit all the way down. The hips stay lifted. Then again, press into the legs, lifting your hips up, press up through your chest and let the head open back. Then slowly rock your hips back down towards the floor, but keep the hips slightly lifted, hover. Then we'll go one more time, rocking forward, lift up through the hips, lift up through your chest, and let the head open back. Then last time here, rock your hips back, hover for a moment, keeping the hips lifted. Then gently lower your bottom down, bring the soles of your feet together, and sit up nice and tall. All right, hold on to your ankles. Lift up through your chest, lift up through the crown of your head. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, hinge forward at your hips, keeping your spine long. And here we're gonna pulse, just gently pulsing front to back, okay? Very little pulsing, leaning into the hips. Try to keep the spine long, hug the belly in, tone the muscles of your back as you pulse forward for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and sit all the way back up. Yeah, stretch your legs out in front of you and extend your arms up towards the sky. All right. Whew. Lift up out of your waist, sit up nice and tall. Gently hinge forward at your hips, even if it's just a little bit. Try to keep the spine long. Lift up through the crown of your head, reach out through your fingertips, and gently pulse. So we're really working the strength of the back here, awakening the back body, toning through your midsection. Try to keep the spine long. Just hinging at the hips, we pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then go ahead and fold your body all the way down over your legs. Let your head relax so you feel into the stretch down the length of your spine. So we just did all of this great work down the entire length of your back. So here is your chance to relax and feel into the stretch. Take a couple more deep breaths here. Let yourself go into the fold, feeling into the opening along the backs of your legs, the back of your spine, the back of your neck. Then slowly make your way back up to center. Nice and easy. Don't sit up too fast. Okay, just slowly make your way back to center. Then we're going to make a big transition to your downward facing dog. Okay, so self-expression. You can find your own way there, but we are going to come around and start to press into your down dog. So give yourself a moment to take your time, finding your way into your pose. Now you're welcome to move into your pose. Little self-expression here, right? So finding your own journey into your down dog, and as you get there, you can stretch and move around in your pose. Just greeting your body. And then slowly settle into stillness. Settling into your shape. Take a full cycle of breath in your awakened down dog. Breathe a deep inhale. Then exhale a deep breath out. Then on your next inhale, let's lift your heart forward. Shift your weight over your hands and extend forward into your plank pose. That's your inhale. As you exhale, draw your hips up and back, pressing back into your down dog. Then we'll move through that cycle again. Inhale to come forward to your plank pose. Keep your belly strong and toned as you lengthen. Then exhale and draw your hips back, down dog. One more time, let's inhale, come forward, shifting over your hands. Then exhale and draw your hips up and back. Now we're going to add on to the cycle. Inhale to shift your heart forward over your hands. You can keep your knees lifted or lower them down. As you exhale, we lower into chaturanga. Your inhale can bring you to cobra pose, or you can play with up dog if you want to go there today. Then your exhale will draw you back into your down dog. Okay, so we're going to move through that 2 more times, and you get to customize it for yourself. Inhale to shift forward, knees up or knees down. We'll exhale into chaturanga, then inhale to cobra or up dog. Then we'll exhale and draw it back to your downward facing dog. Full exhale and release. Then we'll go 1 more round for good measure. Inhaling to come forward. Exhale to lower halfway. Inhale to your heart opening variation. Then exhale and press yourself back. Downward facing dog. You can take a child's pose here if you want to rest there, or if you're feeling good in down dog, you can take a couple breaths here. This is your chance to reset, so make it work for your body. Now we're going to prepare to move into a lunge. So if you're in child's pose, let's come on back to down dog. Then on your inhale, we're going to lift your right leg up and back. Tripod, big stretch into the hips. Then you'll exhale and step your right foot forward, setting up for your lunge. Now you can help the foot forward if it doesn't quite make it on its own, and then lower your left knee down. You can bring a cushion or a blanket under your back knee if that helps give you some support. And I recommend keeping the back toes tucking under so you have just a little more strength and awareness in the back leg. Okay, then bring your right hand to your right knee. Push against that right thigh and twist your heart open to the right side. Hug your belly up and in. So you kind of think about like tightening the waistband. Hug your belly into center, wrapping your abdominals around your internal organs, right? So it's deep. Lengthen out through the crown of your head so you feel your spine extending from the tailbone. Then press a little deeper into the right leg and see if you can get even more rotation in the spine. Now keep the rotation and glide your hips back, extending the right leg straight. Then you can open your right fingertips to the sky, revolved half split. Breathe into the IT band here. Take a deep inhale, twist your heart open. Then as you exhale, just fold the right hand down, keeping the right leg straight. We're just going to fold forward over that right leg. Getting into a nice deep stretch into your hamstring. Try to let your head and shoulders relax, helping you get even deeper into this forward fold. Then gently shift your weight forward into the front foot. Inhale and extend your spine up. So we come up nice and tall. Stretch your fingertips to the sky and hug in the strength of your legs. So this is a powerful lunge. Take a deep breath in, stretching your fingertips to the sky. Then as you exhale, circle your hands down and around. We're going to interlace your hands at the base of your spine. Squeeze the palms of your hands together. Stretch your fists back away from your hips and gently curl your heart open. Peel your chest open, stretching the collarbones, stretching your sternum, open through the chest. Then gently release your hands to the floor. Lift your back knee. We're going to stretch your right leg straight, reaching your hips back. We come into pyramid pose. Then spin your left heel down. And we're going to open your left fingertips to the sky so we get that nice inner thigh stretch in triangle pose. Take some deep breaths here. Enjoy the stretch. Opening up through that inner thigh, deep into the inner hip. You may be able to feel the attachment stretching around the inside of your knee. Right? So just breathe into the sensation, whatever's lighting you up here. 3, 2, 1. Gently release your left hand down. Spin your left heel to the sky. Plant your hands on the earth and we'll sweep your right leg up and back. Stretching it high, then slowly release your right foot down. Take those nice deep breaths. Child's pose is always an option. Just taking the rest moment that you need. Then we'll prepare to move to the second side. So if you're in child's pose, you can come back into your down dog. Then on our next inhale, we'll lift the left leg high. Tripod. Stretch. Then step your left foot forward, making your way into that lunge. So set yourself up well. And when you're ready, you can lower the right knee down. Then bring your left hand to your knee. Press against the left leg and rotate your heart around. So we're working into that deep rotation. Then hug your belly up and in. So you have to actively use the core muscles. Feel your obliques pulling the left rib cage around, right? So we engage the strength of the waist. You may even turn your gaze over your left shoulder, maximizing the spiral. Then keep this rotation and start to draw your hips back, extending through the front leg, and then open your left fingertips high. Breathe into your IT band, deep, slow breaths. Feeling into the stretch, allowing for the body to relax and soften, one breath at a time. Slow and deep. And then gently release your left hand down, folding forward over that left leg. Let your head and shoulders relax down, softening with the pull of gravity. We release the resistance, allowing your body to fold deeper, get a deeper stretch. Then shift your weight forward into the left foot. As you inhale, your breath will come all the way up, extending your fingertips high. Hug the legs in, toning through your foundation. Then circle your hands down and around. Interlace your hands and then just bring like the opposite thumb and forefinger on top. So you're like holding your grip in the opposite way. This is like kind of feels a little awkward. Okay, then squeeze the palms of your hands together here. Stretch your fists away from your hips and gently begin to peel your chest open. Rolling your shoulders back, let your heart reach towards the sky. Feeling that heart opening. Then we'll gently release your hands down to the floor. Lift your right knee. Draw your hips back to straighten the left leg. Then spin your right heel to the floor and open your right fingertips high. Triangle pose. Breathing into that left hip, that left inner thigh. Lengthen through your spine. So we really awaken the sensation. Working that alignment. See if you can feel precision in your pose with the left hip scooping under. The right hip rolling back, length through the spine and openness through the chest. And gently release your right hand back down to the floor. Spin your right heel to the sky. Then plant your hands down onto your mat. And when you're ready, sweep your left leg up and back. Nice big stretch. Then gently release your left foot to the floor and take 3 deep breaths in your down dog or in your child's pose. So wherever you are, find your place of rest, stillness, coming back to your breath. Now we're going to make our way to a forward fold. Just finding your way there. You can walk or step forward. Just making that nice, easy journey to fold over your legs at the top of your mat. Then shift your weight side to side as you come into that forward fold. So you just give yourself a little permission to explore the space. See what's present for you today. Feeling into your legs, just savoring this moment. Feels so good to be in your body. Yeah. All right, then making your way back to center. Draw your hands onto your shins, and as you inhale, we'll press and extend your spine long. Nice big deep breath as you stretch your heart forward. Then exhale and gently release, folding back down over your legs. Coming into a nice deep forward fold. Then let's inhale and press against your shins. Extending your heart forward, we come to that half lift. Then exhale and release, gently folding your body down. Coming back to that forward fold, finding your way to the edge. Then one more cycle. Let's inhale, lift and extend through your spine. Then this time, we're going to interlace your hands at the base of your spine. Squeeze your hands together and start to stretch your fists up away from your hips. Then gently bow your body forward and bring your arms and hands with you. Just letting the fists reach far away from your hips. Okay, so everyone will have a little different range of motion here. Don't worry about comparing yourself to anyone. This is really just a chance for you to stretch your chest and shoulders. This may be a little unpleasant, it could be uncomfortable, but just breathe into it for another moment here. Then slowly draw your fists back down to your hips. Release your grip and let your hands relax down to the floor. Shake it out a little bit. Then gently lower your hips down to the floor. And again, just wrap your arms around your shins, tucking your chin to your chest, round your spine, and feel your back stretch. All right, coming up to center. Open your left leg to the side and you'll step your right foot to the outside of your leg. Then we'll wrap your left arm around your right knee, reach your right fingertips to the floor, and begin to rotate through your spine. Now today we really are focusing on the depth of the twist. So you may find it helpful to give yourself a little self-adjustment. So what I recommend is bringing the right hand, wrap it around your ribs, and grab a hold of the left rib cage. Then pull the left rib cage around, deepening the twist. Then you can bring your right fingertips back down to the floor. So the more you hug your right knee in, you're going to be getting a great stretch into the outside of the right hip. So that's awesome. Stretching out those rotators. We're also getting a spiral in the spine, feeling that deep compression through the intestines and digestive tract. Nice work. Now keep your feet where they are. Just rotate your way around to the front. Then we'll swing your right leg behind you. Place your right hand down to the floor and stretch your left arm up and over. So we're working into a side body stretch here, feeling a good opening along the left side of your waist. Try to reach and extend out through your left fingertips, stretching through the arm as much as you can. We get a good deep stretch along the left side. Then slowly come up, float your left hand down, then circle your right hand across to the left side. So you kind of think about bringing your hands side by side, parallel on the left. Then push into the floor and rotate the shoulders around. So it's like bringing your shoulders square to the left side. Now you can stay right here if this twist feels awesome. Just enjoy it and hang out here. If you want to get a little deeper compression through the abdominals, go ahead and start to reach your right fingertips off to that left side, folding down over your left leg. Again, we're getting a deep compression, massaging out the internal organs. Reach across with the right fingertips till you feel the shoulder stretch. And slowly make your way back up to center. Coming all the way back up to the front. Swing your right leg out in front of you, extending the right leg long. Then place your hands to the floor on either side of your right knee. Push into the mat. Inhale to lift and extend through your spine. Then as you exhale, start to tiptoe your fingertips forward and fold over that right leg. Try to let your shoulders be balanced as you fold forward. So there's not like the left shoulder isn't way high. We want to square the chest down towards the floor as you relax your neck and shoulders. So getting into a deep forward fold over your right leg. Let each breath take you deeper into that stretch. Then inhale and lift your spine halfway up, extending through the crown of your head. Now step your left hand to the outside of your right foot. Reach your right fingertips back, and again, we're going to rotate your rib cage around to the right side, compressing the abdominals in. We get a good rotation. Then gently fold down over the right leg, maintaining that twist. So again, we're getting a great massage into the internal organs at the same time that you're stretching your IT band. And if you're really reaching across with the left hand, you may be feeling a stretch across the back of the left shoulder as well. So there's a lot that's happening here. Breathe into the fullness of the sensation, just taking it all in. And slowly roll yourself back up to center. Coming all the way back up to neutral. Let's hug your knees in, wrap your arms around your shins, and give yourself a moment of ease. And then we'll prepare to move on to the second side. So you can start by opening your right knee to the side and step your left foot across to the outside of your leg. All right. Wrap your right arm around your left knee. And if you want to give yourself a little assist, you can reach that left hand across and just pull the right rib cage around. So, kind of pull your belly around, really compress the organs in there. Then you can place your left fingertips to the floor to give you some added leverage. Right? So feel a sense of drawing your belly button in towards your spine. So we tighten up through the core, compressing the internal organs and massaging the digestive system. While we're also stretching the outer hip, and muscles along the back. So all kinds of good things happening all in one beautiful moment. And slowly make your way back around to the front. And then we'll open your left leg back behind you. So we'll start with the side stretch. Placing your left hand down to the mat, reach your right arm up and over. Reaching out through your right fingertips, you'll feel that lengthening along the entire right side of your waist and all the way through your shoulder, stretching the spaces between your ribs. Reach, reach, reach. And slowly make your way back up, floating your right hand to the mat. We'll circle your left hand across, bringing your hand parallel to the right hand. So we work to square your shoulders around to the right side, pressing against the mat. Lift up through the crown of your head. And you're welcome to stay in this twist if this variation is working for you. If you want to get that deeper compression, you can begin to reach your left fingertips out and bow forward over that right leg, right? So we compress through the internal organs as you fold over the right leg, reaching your left fingertips out. You may even feel a stretch into the left shoulder and between the ribs. So just feeling that compression, massaging your insides. Breathe into the sensation. And slowly roll yourself all the way back up. Then circle your left leg back out in front of you. Bringing your right foot to the inside of your leg. You got it. We'll place your fingertips to the floor in front of you. Press into the mat to inhale and lift, extending through your spine. Then exhale and fold your body down, releasing your weight forward over the left leg. Let your head relax. Let your neck relax. Let your chest and shoulders fall forward simultaneously. Just letting it all release, letting go. Breathe into your leg. Awaken to the sensations that you feel. And you can have little micro movements, little subtle adjustments that you make, helping yourself access the best stretch for your body. And we'll inhale and lift halfway up, extending through your spine. Reach your right hand to the outside of your left foot and glide those left fingertips back. So leverage your way into a good rotation here. So already we should feel that deep compression through the internal organs. So really working that twist. Once you have that maximum twist, then we'll start to fold down over your left leg. And now we paint with all the colors of the rainbow. You got that internal digestive twist. You've got the rotation in the spine, stretch in the right shoulder, stretch in the left leg. I mean, everything's happening all at once. See if you can find a deeper breath. Yes, let's make your way back up to center. Rolling back up through your spine. Whew, let's hug your knees in. Wrap your arms around your shins and give yourself a squeeze. Then go ahead and roll yourself down onto your back. Yeah, perfect. Okay. So making your way into a nice easy pose, lying onto your back, hug your knees in, and you can just rock yourself side to side a little bit, feeling a gentle sense of release in your low back, through your hips, your abdomen. Ooh, yes. All right. Now, hug your right knee in and extend your left leg out in front of you. So let your right knee open slightly to the side, kind of coming in line with your shoulder. So we are able to bypass your rib cage, then hug your right knee tighter in towards the shoulder. So we get a really deep compression here. Then engage the strength of your left leg, pushing out through your left heel, almost as if you were standing on the ground. So we feel the left leg straight and strong. As you hug your right knee in, you'll feel a stretch begin to awaken. Breathing here for 3, 2, and 1. Now, cross the right knee over towards the left side. You want to try to bring your right knee all the way down to the floor, and then let your right arm open out to the side. So it's really okay if the right shoulder lifts up away from the floor. We really want to try and anchor the right knee down to the mat. Then as you open your right arm to the side, you'll start to access a gentle stretch across the front of your right chest. So we're able to access the twist, the rotation in the spine, as well as the stretch across your chest. Breathing slow and deep here. Meditate on the sensation. Let yourself feel whatever sensations are present for you. See if you can deepen your breath, expanding into the places that need more breath. Then gently roll back onto your back. Give that right leg another little squeeze. And then draw your left knee up to meet the right. Hugging both knees into center. You can rock side to side, gently massaging your back. And then when you're ready, you can extend your right leg out in front of you. Then again, we'll just slightly open the left knee towards the left, bringing the knee in line with your shoulder. Then just slightly bypassing the rib cage. It just gives us a little bit more room to hug your left knee in even closer to your shoulder. So we get a deep flexion in the hip joint. Then extend energy down and out through your right leg, almost as if you were standing against the wall. You could imagine like that. So your right leg is really straight and strong, extending energy down and out. As you hug the left knee in, this gives you the counter stretch to awaken the stretch in the hip flexors. So squeezing it in for 3, 2, 1. Then gently begin to cross your left knee over to the right side. So again, we're working to bring the knee all the way down to the floor as best you can. And then if the left shoulder raises, we'll just open the left arm out to the side. So the weight of the arm gives you a gentle stretch across the front of your chest. So stretching into that left pec and the shoulder attachments there. So again, tune in to your deep rhythmic breath, expanding into your body. Tune in to the sensations that you feel, no matter how subtle they might be. When you're ready, you can begin to make your way back onto your back. And give that left leg another good squeeze in towards your chest. And begin to draw your right knee up towards your chest, hugging it in. Squeezing both knees in, you can rock side to side. And then we'll begin to move into a happy baby. So you can reach your hands between your legs and grab a hold of the outer edges of your feet. Slowly open the soles of your feet towards the sky. Press down with your hands to drive your knees towards the earth and anchor down to the mat with your tailbone. So think about lengthening out through your spine as you press down onto your feet, opening through your inner hips and thighs. You could even rock yourself side to side if that feels good. Exploring a little bit of movement here. See what feels good, what feels right to your body. All right, just take a couple more rounds of breath, exploring this pose, giving your body whatever it's asking for. And slowly hug your knees back in towards your chest. Give yourself another good squeeze here, hugging your knees in. And extend your legs out in front of you. Stretching your body out long, you can kind of wiggle your hips side to side. Shake out your legs a little bit. Just make whatever little adjustments you need to so that you can settle into a space of true relaxation. Just letting yourself get settled and comfortable. Feel the weight of your body sinking down into the earth. Let the weight of your legs melt into the mat. You relax your hips and the weight of your pelvis. Release any tension around your ribs or your core. Feel your internal organs settling down and back. Let your chest and shoulders relax. All the way down your arms to your hands and your fingers. Relax any tension in your neck, around your throat or your jaw. Relax your eyes and your forehead and your whole face. Just feeling your whole body melt towards the earth. Let go. Relax. Slowly start to deepen your breathing. And take a deep, full breath in. And exhale, a full, deep breath out. And begin to gently wiggle your fingers and your toes. Slowly awakening your body. You can roll your wrists and ankles. Stretch through your arms and your legs. And when you're ready, you can reach your arms over your head and take a full body stretch. And gently roll yourself over to one side. And press yourself all the way up to a seat. Just coming to a nice comfortable seat. You can close your eyes here and just give yourself these last few moments to stay present with your experience. Notice how you feel now compared to when you first sat down. And bringing your hands to a prayer position at your heart, a gesture of gratitude and thanksgiving. Love and appreciate yourself in this moment, thanking yourself for showing up on your mat and taking care of your body. Just letting that residual love and gratitude fill your heart and radiate from your being. Thank you for allowing me to walk with you on this journey and to guide you along the way. It's an honor and a blessing and a big part of my gratitude. So thank you for being here. I hope you have a great weekend, and I look forward to practicing again with you on Monday. Namaste.